So Hyper starts from it's a first mile software platform.
Hmm.
Uh, if a software engineer is, let's say, trying to build an application that needs to, let's say, maneuver satellites on top of uh, any agricultural rich farmland. Now, how to structure that first mile? I mean, you need to have a lot of knowledge base how satellite communication, how SATCOM works. You need to know a lot about agriculture, climate, and all these things, right? And what traditionally what was happening and still happening is like you need a lot of subject matter experts in all these different domains. And a SATCOM expert would sit with a software expert, and they would sit with an agricultural expert who knows a lot about the farmland, and they would translate all that into a requirement. And those requirements would be passed on to a team, and team would then chunk out those requirements into different functionality points, and those functionality points would be built by software engineers, right? Now, I think this whole process can now be replaced with few agents, and where at the end, of course, that young software engineer would be writing code at the end would now be working directly with someone who is given the requirement and who won't be needing all those experts in the upstream of building this requirement and functionality point chain. So a software engineer would be able to build this complex software pretty quickly, all by herself. And I think that's the by the way that's the mission of Hyper is like making every software engineer a forward deployed engineer in cross functional complex domains. Because I think for way too long we have outsourced that subject matter expertise to uh, people who had nothing to do with software engineering.